Well, greetings. Happy day. Yeah, I'm looking old. I'm feeling old. Uh, I've probably aged 10 years in the last 3 months, but I'm okay. Just like everybody else, I'm tired. Fortunately, my family and friends are tight. Um, and mutually supportive, and trying to keep good humor. Now, uh, most of my friends are like old nerds and hippies who've been we've been doing this for a long time. Real Things has been online since 1985, and I've had it online full time since 1999. Um, oh, looks like John Lewis passed away. Well, they said he died a couple of days ago, but now it's on my real news. Let's see what's going on. Who was this? My phone. The ringer turns off. Hello? Oh, jolly. I had a feeling it was you. What's, what kind of unfortunate news concerning me have you gotten? None. Yeah. Sounds like Israel. You're going to say what? What does that mean for me? Do I get a new bozo to gaslight me? Say what? Jolly. Are you aware that I was streaming? Okay. Well, I'm curious what kind of news you got that prompted you to call. Well, you have one piece of information from me stating that I received some bad news this morning, and if you followed the thread, you'd know that it was, huh? My well-being is fine. I'm hanging in there, just okay. Say what? Right. Well, it was so, no. was about to light a big fat hooter. Actually, I always smoke marijuana. I would not be able to function in this world if I didn't. I need to smoke marijuana just to be able to communicate effectively. Oh, that's nice. Israel's out of the game. Israel Letman. I'm not going to say what the bad news was. My friends will be informed privately, and that's that. I was just like I said, I was just at my desk. Here, I'll read out loud what I just sent to the House Intelligence and Counterintelligence Committee, Counterterrorism Committee. Organized cybercrime and targeted harassment need to be addressed by Congress. Independent business people are automatically targeted by sociopaths just for having their contact information public. And if they are like myself, dissident authors, they will get professional cyber warfare specialists like Israel there, assigned to feed the sociopaths plenty of disinformation about them. One of the sites targeting me is owned by a fetishistic neo-Nazi in his mid-20s and has over 2,000 targets, mostly LGBTQ identified independent artists, many of them video game designers. This site has been connected to at least 10 suicides and several mass shootings, including Christchurch, El Paso, and Dayton. As the laws are today, state and local law enforcement agencies are hamstrung, lacking. Oh boy. Hello? Hello? Hello?
I'm going downtown to meet with children today.
What?
I've had sex with a young minor.
Who are you and why are you calling me?
This is Charlie Watson for calling. I'm going downtown to meet with children today.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, to continue, this is the sort of thing that, as the laws are today, state and local law enforcement agencies are hamstrung, lacking jurisdiction to act. Oh, no, I already read that. Oh, no, I didn't. As laws are today, state and local law enforcement agencies are hamstrung, lacking jurisdiction to act and often lacking the personnel competent to investigate cybercrime. This is the case for myself and an unspecified number of other victims of cybercrime in Tucson. The individual losses and threat to public safety are beneath the federal thresholds to act, though I have to question the FBI's decision not to arrest Joshua Moon and shut down his website, kiwifarms.net, in light of the dozens of complaints they have received about them. If I can get no response from Congress, this is exactly what I will be compelled to do in federal court very soon to get the harassment against me quelled. The site directing these people at me is called anothermessageboard.com, owned by Addie Cloray and populated by a syndicate of IT professionals, most of them veterans, and all of them extremely dishonest fetishists. It is difficult to say whether this operation is the big-time criminal syndicate they claim to be, or if they're just petty scam artists, because I lack the tools to verify any of their claims. They are running imposters all over the web. Hello? Hello? Yes?
I work at studio. This is Charlie Watson for calling at studio. I have had oral sex with a young boy.
You're gonna have oral sex with your cellmate, motherfucker.
I am convicted of sexual assault of a minor and underage.
Oh, we blocked this fucking thing. God, I hate this. I hate the Android system. It just all this shit it wants to pop up, and go away. Go the fuck away. There it is. Ooh. Anyway, they're running imposters all over the web. They're creating fake audio recordings of me claiming to be raping children. And people actually believe this shit. People at the Hut and people in Saga are believing this shit. Because I admit to almost having sex with a minor 40 years ago. Everything else just falls into place for them. Never mind that it's all made up. Sites spoofing my business, doctored videos, and people feeding people in my social and business spheres disinformation about caused significant harm to my reputation and substantial financial loss. I've been driven off numerous social media platforms because of this, including Twitter, Quora, and Medium. There have been 3 9/11 pranks. I don't know why this phone is not ringing.
My name is Johnny Waterbeard.
I've been driven off. There have been 3 9/11 pranks that cost the city thousands to deploy a fire battalion and SWAT team to my home. Third time they knew to check with me first. Not only does TPD not have a cybercrime unit, but they refuse to call in the FBI for assistance or say why, despite acknowledging that numerous laws are being broken. A complaint to my congressman, Raul Grijalva, was fruitless. The FBI responded to his query with some untruths about their files on me, and he accepted that, refusing. Why is his phone not fucking ringing? Hello? Yes. Yes. Oh, fuck off with that shit, man! Just seriously, fuck off with that shit! Submit it to my doctor, asshole! Her name's Beth Trainin! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Congratulations! You got a chimp out, motherfucker! Seriously. Anybody wants to call this COPD needs to talk to my doctor. Her name's Beth Trainin. She's at El Rio. It's all upper respiratory. Nothing wrong with my lungs.
You just wasted the energy of 2 bumpers.
Oh, get a life. Seriously, get a life. That doesn't involve me. What? Fuck off. Just fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Do you hear the power of these lungs, you fucking idiot? Fuck off with your COPD. Why the fucking telephone ringer always turns off? Anyway, to finish, I believe he was one of the sponsors of the Megan Meyer Anti-Cyberbullying Act that died in committee. We need much more than that, and we need it for adult targets. Seriously, if you want to talk about COPD, you got to call my doctor. Call my fucking doctor. Call my fucking doctor with it. I'm not interested. I discussed this with her. Call my fucking doctor. You need to fucking die in a fire. Fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I can hardly wait for the new agent. Chronic upper respiratory issues due to dust and pollen allergies. Why does this keep fucking going off? Yes.
Tommy has COPD. Tommy has COPD. Tommy has COPD.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. So anyway, I closed asking them if the committee was willing to act. So now let's see what kind of fucking idiots we have in obviously we have oh, Eli, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, well, you're all gone. This ain't COPD, kids. People with COPD can't do this. Hardly even coughing tonight. So that kind of stupid shit's in here. Nah. Tommy does not have COPD. Tommy is not a pedophile, and Tommy doesn't fuck dogs. And anybody who wants to talk about that can go and talk about it somewhere where I don't have to see it or hear it, okay? I'm not a hobo either. I'm not a tranny either. I'm a trans feminine intersex person who was assigned male at birth. And I'm under no obligation to behave or dress in any way that conforms to anybody's standards of masculinity or femininity. I'm Tommy, and this is me, and take it or leave it. Not getting up there. Might need a new read. Still not getting up there. Try a new read. Well, I'm about to get another idiot. I don't know why this is not ringing out loud. Hello?
Would you just advise me as I mean, I'm really trying to call in to step
I didn't understand a word you said.
What did I ever do to you? You're referring to me as idiots.
I have no idea who you are, and so far you're not acting like real. Um,
Well, so we started this violence, Jabberjaw or another, and that's not what the people are necessary. Maybe we can press the reset button.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to like pick up the fight. I still didn't understand what you said.
I was hoping that maybe we could press the reset button.
Who's Lisa?
I'm hoping that we can reset relationship. Start off on the wrong foot.
Well, who are you and why are you calling me?
My name is Chief Wilkins from Akron, Ohio, and I was just calling in to partake in the discussion.
Your name is what?
Chance Wilkins.
Chance Wilkins. What's your issue? What did you want to discuss with me?
Well, first off, that's why we compliment you on the saxophone. I think it was majestic and marvelous.
Thank you.
Right. Secondly, I was wondering if you read about the transgender professional fighter got knocked out yesterday in under 1 second.
Oh, what? No, I don't. I didn't follow. I didn't see anything about anything like that. Was it Fallon Fox or someone else?
So it was actually a female male by the name of Kenny McKinney, whose real name was Ken Drum McKinney, and it was a devastating shot. They just got sent to the campus, and they were down for like a full 45 seconds.
Were they fighting as a man or as a male?
Yes. Kenny McKinney, 25'1", he has a lot of gumption, but not a lot of mindful strength. It was supposed to be a big victory for transgender community, and just turned out to be a debacle.
Well, that happens. The argument that they're trying to submit in the high schools is that the transgender people are going to dominate the sports, and it just doesn't happen. There have been no Olympic medals won by transgender people. There have been very few state titles of any kind taken by transgender people. The girl that they're suing in Connecticut got beaten by one of the girls suing her.
Was that Michelle?
I don't know the names on that case, but it's too bad. It's good for him that he had the drive to do that, but oh well, you're gonna get, that's the sport. What can you say?
Well, I do think the transgender athletes, from male to female, typically do outperform their competition. There was Pastor Snyder, a African male to female who dominated sport for a little while, ethics hearings and regulations.
I've only seen a few. There have been very few. Fallon Fox, and the cyclist. There's a cyclist that's obviously, the body mass is all wrong, and it showed in the 1, 2, 3 photo of the finishers. I mean, it's like, well, wait a minute, that's not, that person really probably shouldn't have been competing with women. I don't know what to say beyond what they're already doing. I think that there needs to be a better determinations of, like, I think they need to consider body mass more, actually, than just the hormone status.
ability to make up the gap, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? But when I saw Kenny McKinney get knocked out and drug like reptile, it was very difficult. So I think it would greatly impede transgender movement moving forward.
What? Yeah. Transgender movement. What is this transgender movement anyway?
It's a collection and collective of people who suffer from gender dysmorphia and or androgyny, and people who fall outside of either end of female or male, some of them between that.
Well, it's the I suppose that in recent years there has emerged separate advocacy for intersex and transgender people from the mainstream of the LGBTQ advocacy because of the special needs and of intersex and transgender people. You know, they carve on us when we're little without our consent. If they don't like the way our stuff looked. And then, there's like this institutionalized discrimination against people expressing any sort of identity outside of what's culturally accepted as normal for masculinity and femininity, which really puts a lot of stress on a substantial portion of the population who are simply not suited physically or psychologically for the cisgender role. This is
and it's just unfortunate. So the king is now, after his loss, it's getting clobbered by men, which has an gender crisis, and they can't decide whether they want to continue being a female to male transgender person. I just think they'll go back to a woman full time.
That happens too, but it's surprising. They'd like you to believe that it happens more than it does, but it doesn't. Well, that's not surprising that they would do that, but just in general, the detransition rates are very low, especially post-operative. Well, it's a lot deeper than how you dress yourself. That's superficial. I mean, like, I don't. My presentation is totally gender neutral as far as my attire. I mean, I might wear skirts, but I'm not. What's let me look this person up. What's the name again? Let me get my notepad.
Sure, we're about
Say again.
City official. I can post in the chat for you too. If you search the most recent uploads, you will see a video from getting not proud in a professional foul.
What am I looking for?
Okay, type into the text city involved the search. All right, and then filter that.
I'm not getting what's the search word?
Suplex City Raw.
Suplex City.
Official.
Blog with a B or B? Thank you. That's weed talking, not COPD. Okay, so what we're looking for suplex, like the wrestling move, like a suplex city, bitch. Suplex City Vlogs, that's coming up. Suplex City Vlog official YouTube, got their channel. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins is the most recent. Oh no, that's from a year ago. It was 14 hours ago. My Music Beats, WWE 2K20 from yesterday. Suplex Squad, there's a 2-hour thing from yesterday. Just My Music Beats is the only 2-minute clip, and that's just music. I can imagine. Who are you in the chat? I don't see anybody but Eli McIntosh. Say what? Oh, you're Music Biz Marty? Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I got, somebody asked me about the idiots. Yeah, somebody had asked me about the idiots. He said, how was your day aside from the idiots? And I wasn't calling everybody idiots. I was just calling the callers idiots. I don't get many callers who aren't like idiots. Thanks for not being an idiot.
Thank you very much. I'm something. I try not to be
There's no point in it. Especially if you're an artist. They're just, there's no point in, if you can't be kind, don't be anything. Just back away.
I agree.
No. Yeah, is it? What's this wrestler's name?
Kenny McKinney. He transitioned to Kenny McKinney. Originally Kendra McKinney.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about him in the transgender group, but there's not a whole lot mentioned about transgender athletes very often.
It's because it was the quickest knockout in professional fighting history.
And knocked him down for almost a minute, huh?
Yeah, it knocked him back into his original gender.
Well, that's Kenny McKinney, football player.
Well, he's a 5'1", a female transgender person in Kentucky. I mean, it's a non-elite fighting organization, definitely it's good. Nonetheless, it's still professional combat sports.
Transgender, what's the sport?
Professional fighting. Mixed martial arts.
It's MMA, mixed martial art?
Yes, that's correct.
I'm not finding it.
Okay, oh man, this is terrible. What did I describe it? It's a satisfying compilation. This is the title. Satisfying compilation compilation, Suplex City Ball, and a mention to it.
Satisfying compilation.
Yeah, all the Suplex City blogs. Oh, the horror of just getting knocked on his feet. It was a vicious blow, but the fastest in history, so it made a good record. They clocked it as 0.8 seconds.
0.8 seconds.
That's how fast it was. As soon as the bell rang, Kendra McKinney was knocked out cold.
Do you crave it? Do you crave it?
I don't want to watch all of that. Where's the time point?
It just began. She was behind the phone.
No, this is just two people. It just looks like two people in a mobile home living room.
It's the professional Kentucky shed fight.
No, that's not it. That's not what you wanted me to see.
That tape, that crop, that drop like a shed potato.
I'm not finding it. I'm curious. What? Spell this person's name or pop a link to them into the chatter, please.
Kenneth McKinney. I'll have it in the chat. But yeah, I mean, do you think that Kenneth McKinney should stop his masquerading into a man when in fact she was born a woman? Because I mean, reaching up to that man in a first one time, try to beat up actual men, it's just not complaining. She's a little sawed-off, little tongue, it's crazy, to be honest, not with the gender, but just the lack of guns, the lack of a jab or a hook or a uppercut, maybe. He just back to the ground. You know, it's kind of like a universe Jackie Jones. Universe Logan Parks. You know, it's a step in the wrong direction.
It doesn't. I'm not finding anything about him at all.
Well, Suplex City Ball, there's a ton of videos that you do.
I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. This just happened yesterday?
Yes, just yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't see anything from yesterday.
It was pretty late into the night. Maybe they have it out in the newspaper, and maybe you'll hit the media outlets tomorrow. You know, I think we covered. But, yeah, I mean, Kenneth McKinney's trying to say that they're one of the disqualifications for that poor.
Yeah, here's what the only thing from the last 24 hours is something called WWE 2K20 and Suplex Squad. There's a
Suplex Squad on little sycophants, little yes men who love everything, single thing that he does, and you know, they can be a real toxic group. Luckily, Ranch Records do a pretty good job of taking him down and hitting him right between the eyes to get out of line. And compliment for that. So, yeah, let me ask you this, Michelle. Not Michelle, I'm sorry, Tommy, my mistake there. Would you ever find Suplex City Ball maybe for $1,000, $2,000? I mean, I bet you could take him right down. It's a little shrimp.
I don't do that.
How about shadow boxing? Over the internet, maybe? Like you can stand side by
I don't
side?
do that. I'm not about that at all.
Even for remuneration and compensation to the tune of $500 for 3 minutes of time?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Here's another event.
I'm an old hippie. I don't fight unless I'm like backed into a corner and I have to like protect myself from something.
Sometimes life puts you in a corner, whether it be financially or spiritually. You have to fight back and dig your way out.
Well, yeah, and I am dealing with it. I just wrote a letter tonight to Congress. I'm at a total brick wall with the Tucson Police Department. I'm at a total brick wall with the providers. I can't get Facebook to take shit down. I can't get I can't hold an account because of the disinformation about me on these sites.
I've heard about some of that with the child stuff, right?
With the what?
With the allegations against you.
Well, it's all entirely bullshit, based on a single story of my almost having sex with a minor nearly 40 years ago.
Tell me a little bit about that.
No,
Okay, sorry.
that's all I have to say. It's all bullshit. It's every last bit of it's bullshit.
What do you mean by almost? Like you slipped and fell on top of a minor, maybe in the shower or something like that?
The story's well known online.
Not by me.
Well, I'm not willing to discuss it in public anymore.
Well, shutting down, right?
Well, I just am not willing to give them that kind of ammunition anymore.
Ammunition is referred to an object used to pierce someone's skin or cause them.
Yeah, well, these people are creating soundboards from clips they get of me and that are just totally like criminal.
I think that whoever engages in that sort of conduct should be shunned, spurned from any community.
Well, it'd be nice if we had some laws to protect people from it. I have myself surrounded in Facebook by people that just don't listen to gossip. It's like there's too many people that have known me for a long time. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not a pedophile. I don't fuck dogs. I'm not a grifter. I'm a very honest, kind, generous person, and my sexuality has always been very conservative, and it was always initiated by the female, including the situation where there were two females that invited me into a bed, that one of them was a minor, and I just really didn't think that 40 years later I was going to be taken to task for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I really don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, well, I'm one of those intersex people that they messed with when I was little. My brain and my genitals are totally at odds with each other and always have been. And so my whole sexuality, my whole orientation has been mostly like abstinence.
I'm going to be quite honest. I mean, as far as transgender people, I can't help but admit that I did find Kenny McKinney to be attractive. That nice young supple breasts,
Attractive as a female or attractive to you as a male?
As a male, but I like the lack of a penis. I kind of envision myself maybe penetrating Kenny McKinney.
Well, a lot of trans men are gay, so you could get lucky. Huh? What? The trans guys are gay? Yeah, because they like cis guys. And You're in Kentucky.
No, I'm south there. I'm in Oklahoma, Kenny McKinney's in Kentucky. With Slick Rock Branch.
I wish you'd pop me a link because I'm not finding nothing's coming back onto that. How do you spell McKinney?
McKinney.
That's what I thought. And Kenny?
Yes. Yeah, if you look up that address too, David, 168 Slick Rock Branch, Texasburg, Kentucky. Take it out of the top right up there.
It's I'm not finding anything.
Okay, well, maybe this will help you. Give me like 4 to 5 seconds here. He's got like a little t-shirt store. 1 second here.
Is this a white guy or a black guy?
Kenny McKinney is a Caucasian or blonde female, but not identified as a man.
It's Caucasian though.
Correct. That is correct. We saw a video of him getting knocked out.
I didn't see a video.
Can you not see Kenny McKinney getting knocked out?
I haven't seen the video. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
Okay, bear with me 1 moment here. I'm going to make this here it is. That's hand. One moment. Okay, here we go. Let me post the chat.
Vision that.
Here it comes. And here. Yeah, some pretty cool t-shirts, right now, and that shed fire or something still yesterday where he got knocked out cold like a little sucker.
That's pretty gross, man.
Are you interested in the Kenny McKinney daddy pack or coronavirus?
I just took the link that you and it opened onto 3 photos of a fat dude with somebody's face photoshopped onto him having gay sex. Naked fat guy.
That is correct.
That doesn't look like a trans man.
Well, they had a very convincing surgery.
That doesn't look like somebody who would be a professional fighter either.
But that's the thing. That Kenny McKinney got floored. He wasn't shaken. He just got knocked the fuck out. Just disgusting display. A despicable performance.
And are you saying that this person has had phalloplasty, and that's not the head. The whatever head that is on that body is from somebody else's body. So you're having trouble keeping from cracking up, and I'm gonna just terminate this call. So bye. And we're gonna block you. You're done. Yeah, Music Biz Marty is done. fucking done. I was gonna, when he called, I was gonna put a new read on the horn. We'll still have a little while before 10 o'clock. I don't like to play after 10. I generally don't start before 9 either in the morning. Oh shit, I'm almost out of reeds. This box did not hold up. Rico Royals. They're nice for a minute. Splurge and get some Bandurans. I've been getting like real cheap reads that have been working well. Tell me about it. I actually have a lot of really nice friends. If you go look at my Facebook profile, I have a lot of nice friends and good associations, but I get a lot of whack jobs. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people like that. He was obviously a fan of that Michelle person, Delaney, I think her name is, and like that was they ran an imposter at her. They got her all riled up with somebody who wasn't even me, and then put her on me, with her thinking that I was the same person that had gotten her riled up. What the fuck is wrong with people like that? You know, are their lives so empty that they have to go and invade other people's lives, try and make them as miserable as them? I just think they have it. You know, they think that 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 they're gonna all be like having a great old time over the chip out and me getting pissed off about the COPD. It's like, excuse me, I don't have COPD. Those are healthy lungs pushing a throat and sinuses full of mucus. I mean, yeah, I smoke, and yeah, and I'm 60. I'm going on 66, but my lungs are clear, and I'm just not going to have these people harassing me about having COPD when I don't even cough that much. My allergies have been real good lately. I've been using immune booster, echinacea, and golden seal. And my trusty Fluta. Where's the Flonase? Where's my Flonase? Uh-oh. I dropped it on the floor again. Let's see it. Oh, there it is. But what's really helped my allergies a lot is bee pollen. Sonoran bees. I don't need much, just a little pinch. I can't believe I got. Yesterday was Linda Ronstadt's birthday, and I posted a thing about her birthday in all the Tucson groups. And this one group, 356 likes, 69 comments. They love their Linda Ronstadt here in this town. 74 this year on the 15th. Here it is 2 days later, and it's still getting likes and comments. Love their Linda Ronstadt in this town. This was a weird one. Police discover cocaine smuggled inside coffee beans, which really didn't make much sense to me because you can only get like maybe one little snootful of coke into the coffee bean, and this doesn't even look like. This looks like it's like been processed a lot. It just seemed like way too much labor intensive for what they were packing in the bean. I can't believe the pack. That seems so stupid. There's less than a gram in there. How crazy. What else is interesting going on? Let's see what I got in my feed. I read that. Can't believe that just the shit that they let Trump get away with. Both the other day, the Goya president came out in support of him, and immediately there was like a call for boycott. So he and Ivanka both posed with Goya products and plugging it. This is not legal. We got a reality show host for president, and people are just like, oh, okay. So, and then there's actually like, that's a cult. I swear, these people are like programmed. That's the Zionists doing it. You know, they're trying to blame Russia. It's the Zionists. This is some interesting news. Arkansas grants parole to Willie Mae Harris 3 decades after she was convicted for killing her husband. Apparently, there's quite a few women behind bars. She's blind, too. They she's been appealing this since 1998. And the parole boards recommended her release 5 times, so I don't know why they didn't. And this is an abuser, and there's quite a few women with long sentences for killing their abusive spouse. That there's a movement to get them released, and one of them got out. That's getting out. She'll be released within 45 days. This is weird. LGBT and transgender Trump supporters get into it with BLM over BLM mural painted on the street in front of Trump Tower. And this is like, you know, big black woman carrying a American flag and a bucket of blue paint, and a hefty white woman wrapping a rainbow flag. There's a cop walking by, not really doing anything about it. Well, they're pissed off in Oregon about the federal troops in streets. It's House. It's Homeland Security cops, totally unidentifiable, and they're just like stormtroopers. And all of the liberal press, like Esquire and Newsweek, all are calling it, like, I mean, one of them was calling it Pinochet. That Portland was getting quietly Pinochet. That it's political theater. The governor's saying that he's trying to create a ruckus in Oregon so that he can win points in Ohio and Iowa. Israel, and this is from Business Insider, Israel keeps blowing up military targets in Iran, hoping to force a confrontation before Trump could be voted out in November. This was weird too, but I can't find any. You know, it was on a police scanner. Group of nuns fighting with people at 1922 Mission Street. That's all there was this report on the police scanner that there were nuns fighting with people on Mission Street in San Francisco. But I couldn't find any pictures of it or any further coverage. Uh, uh, I probably should call San Francisco in the Monday morning and ask them about it. It could have been the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, but I doubt it. It doesn't really sound like their style, but you never can tell. Dan Rather had a few deep comments in the last couple of days. There was one thing I shared earlier. I want to read the whole thing, I think. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this was all from this morning. Oh no, this was yesterday morning. He said, over time, we'll learn more about what is happening now. Journalists and historians will get their hands on documents. People will talk, and the tragedy and outrage of the president will only grow the more we know. And here's a senior statesman of the Fourth Estate. This is Dan Rather from this morning. I sit locked in a self-imposed isolation as a deadly virus surges outside. Time frames for returning to any hope of the faint echo of normalcy stretch into the many months or years. This distant horizon strikes particularly deep for those of us at a certain age and stage of life. Our nation is adrift amidst rocky shoals with cruel incompetence as our captain and enabling cravenness as the first mate. Ugh. What a perilous time. I think I better check. Oh, Captain, my captain is. Probably should read that next. What a perilous time to live. I know I'm extremely fortunate. Neither the roof over my head nor the food on my table are in doubt. Neither is mine. I have the privilege of protecting myself and my loved ones more than many. We don't work in meat processing plants or distribution warehouses or even in hospitals. I strive to keep habits and schedules, but hours bleed and to-do lists go unchecked. What a moment to contemplate the future. The basic tenets of decency, truthfulness, and compassion are torn across our political divide. We see scientists denigrated and charlatans exalted. We see the rule of law and the norms of our democracy debased for personal gain. We see our allies bullied and our adversaries coddled. What a time to be an American. But that's just it. It is a time to be an American, to contemplate our future and to live. We've had very dark days in the past. We've had deep systemic injustices. We have faced daunting odds, and women and men of courage and ingenuity of resolve have stood up and time and time again. They have said some version of, we will not abide. It is our duty not to abide either. From the streets to newsrooms to online social and political activism, I see countless millions of Americans who are not abiding. We are living through damage, loss, and sadness that could have been avoided. Much trauma lies ahead, but I know most of my fellow citizens agree that this shall not be us. I desperately wish that this was not our lot. I wish so many things. I wish the hospital wards were empty. I wish kids were having a summer and could go to school safely. I wish small businesses weren't closing. Heck, I wish I was at a baseball game trying not to have the mustard drip on my pants. That's not where we are. We must be true to ourselves to recognize that much of what we are seeing now was not only the product of the last few months or even the last 3+ years. We have big problems wherever we look, but we see them now, and we must do the hard work to fix them, not only through the ballot box, but through the energy of our hearts and power of our imaginations. Whatever despair I might feel is tempered with a hope that is growing within me. I will not abide, and I believe most Americans will not abide either. Courage. Always liked Dan Rather. They charged 2 guys in the attempted lynching in Indiana. Anybody saying anything? I have this mask. This is fine. And I have my respirator. I'm good. I probably should take a look at the idiots, see what they got hold of. That prompted the call. Yeah, really, it's not COPD. All upper respiratory, and I don't give a fuck what you want to think about it. You're not my doctor. None of you are my fucking doctor. If you think I have COPD and I really need to be like treated for COPD, call my fucking doctor. I'm really getting tired of that shit. I had the fucking cough all my life. Postnasal drip. Now D Price wants me to talk to his Dave. Get a life, man. this poor schmuck. I really feel sorry for this idiot. They're a perennial pre-op. Apparently, they're not. Apparently, they failed to pass the gatekeepers tests they've had for surgery, and they're trans fundamentalists, and they got they're like trying to promote this rule book on how to be trans and what's authentic trans, what's not, and what they're totally binary in their thinking, and it's like, hey, look, not everybody wants to get their junk modified that's transgender. That's just the way it is. It's actually a smaller percentage. I mean, that's probably majority want it, but majority can't get it. And Dave is one of these people. And I don't know if I think he was put on me because I pissed him off in a group that I own because somebody, I have the science and gender, the science of sex and gender library is is populated by professional people, and somebody made some postings about psychological aspects of transgender condition, and Dave's going off on her, and just about he's all gets all weird about the transsexual brain, and cites some really old studies that aren't really up to date. But then he just he's been on a vendetta ever since. Now he wants me to talk to his friends at the police department. Oh, how It's just nuts. Oh, I'm still alive. I forgot. Hello. Yeah, yeah. I forgot I was still alive. Hello, Eli. I get, and Sneasel's watching, stalking. What a pathetic piece of shit that is. It totally in denial of his own uselessness. I'm like, what else are they doing? What's this shit? They're starting to have more fun beating up on Dave. Yeah. Well, these fuckheads have Photoshop pictures of me onto masks and planning to sell them. And Dave is one me to talk to this. I don't know where in Aiken. I gotta check Aiken, South Carolina. I should call him Monday and have a little talk with him about David Price. So here's the idiot with the shitty Russian accent that does the movies. I'm still waiting for the documentary. I said, you're just ass blasted. It's like, only in the rent-free condo you have me living inside your head, loser. Cheesy Photoshop chop jobs are nothing to get anything but feelings of pity toward idiots who would take the time to create them, and other idiots who would take the time to spread them around as if they were real. And I think on that note, if there's nobody saying, I suppose YouTube is better than Crank. Um, uh, there's another computer, but it doesn't have an operating system on it. Behind me, that's a chair, and all that back table is all stones. I deal in gemstones and minerals. I cut designer cabochons, and we'll do some carvings. Okay. Crank is methamphetamine. guys are just idiots. I think I need to close that. Okay, let's see what else is interesting going on. Fuck those guys. And Margaret's upset. Oh, we already talked about that. Then there was J.K. Rowling earlier on Pick News. Book sales are dwindling behind an industry-wide surge amid rampant transphobia row. And my comment to that is Ms. Rowling appears to be the most prominent person to learn that the right to publicly express objectionable opinions does not come without potentially severe consequences of late. From someone who writes magical fantasy fiction, her holding so strongly to the position is surprising to me. She's totally alienated at least half of her fan base with it, and writers are walking out on her. One has to wonder why voicing her concerns about transgender people or transgender children, completely oblivious to the clinical data on the subject, was so important to her that she would sacrifice her career. Somebody who didn't belong in a group tried to get me to cough up the clinical data. It's a totally inappropriate question in a group that the person probably shouldn't have been in the first place. So I gave him a freebie. Explaining that I like to get paid to educate people on subjects like that, which I don't. I mean, I would like to, but I don't get paid. My favorite stone. I guess, I'd have to say lapis lazuli is the one I work the most. Let me go get some. Okay, since you asked for favorite stone, the ring lapis. So that's the one I work the most, I guess. And these are all for sale. I caught a lot of cabochons. These are lapis lazuli cabochons. And I did some carvings. That's a real tiny Madonna and child. And here's kind of a squirrel. Oh, I guess you can't see that so easily. This is easier. It's a fantail guppy. Oops. And a lizard. And we're coming up on 2 hours, and I think, why do cis women try to negate trans women? There's a number of reasons. A lot of the A lot of the reason is because of trauma that people with penises cause women, and the other big reason has to do with the womb thing. That transgender women can't reproduce the same way as a female does. And what the understanding that they failed to achieve, those who are reject the validity of the transgender woman, is that reproductive behavior is only a part of femininity. And it's not what determines, but what your reproductive organs determine what kind of gamete you make and whether you're going to be the one carrying the fetus or not. And that's it. And there's so much more to being a man or a woman than just making babies. And that's where the flaw in the TERF reasoning is that true transgender woman is not reproductively female, but that's not to say that we're not psychologically female. Here I'm intersex. I don't have much, I'm not, my body, my physique is gender ambiguous. So I don't have much Adam's apple at all. And the hormones, we haven't changed that much except put up my boobs some and smoothed my skin out more. I was already pretty much the way I am before I started taking hormones, at least physically, externally, but internally, it's made a huge difference in my emotional stability. I'm nowhere near as explosive as I was. I don't, I just I never could play the male game very well, and I don't take aggression. I never did. I got just okay. If you want to fight, let's do it. Don't worry me about later. And the audience is dwindling, and nobody's saying anything, and so I'm out of here. Thanks for coming. Happy day. Bye.